And good evening, everybody, or should I say afternoon from VA Memorial Stadium. It's time for game number 2 on the schedule, as up next we've got the Waterford Wildcats taking on the Eastern Brown Warriors. Hayden Milliken, Tim Frederick once again here with you. Waterford coming in with a 15-10 record, 7-3 as we have in the TVC Hawking, trailing only one, and that is Eastern Megs. As for Eastern Brown, around the board, 11-7 again. Waterford in the TVC Hawking, Eastern Brown in the Southern Hills Athletic Conference. And T-Fred, we talked about it a little bit in the Southeastern broadcast. And boy, what a trip these people had to make it over here. We're talking Waterford had well over an hour and a half drive. Then you take a look at Eastern Brown over in Sardinia. They also had themselves quite a haul.
Right. Yeah, they did. Long trip, but hey, it's tournament time, and as we see our buddies getting ready to do the next game here, just popping in.
Yes, sir. Rick Ash and Brian Allen just showed up. They'll be here for the next two, those being Eastern Megs and Huntington, and Southern Megs taking on South Webster. Again, South Webster SOC3 champions. I think you know a thing or two about that.
Yeah, they're a good ball club. They're very solid defensively, and just a great team. Want to mention again, like we said last time, Hank, we mentioned the records, but they're all the same right now. I mean, a couple teams might have played 2 games and they're going on their third, and another one maybe just one game going on their second one. But anyway, with that being said, it's should be an interesting matchup.
Waterford coached by Chris Schmidt, and Eastern Brown is coached by Steve Getz. First, the lineup for the visiting team, the Waterford Wildcats. Number 10 and playing catcher, Hayden Jones. Number 12, the pitcher, Colton Jones. Number 19, playing third base, Xavier Heiss. Number 9 at right field, Braun Doak. Number 11, playing second base, Wade Brooker. Number 44, playing first, Cole Hansel. Number 8 at shortstop, Avery Potmeyer. Number 4 at designated hitter, Cole Mullenix. And number 34 at left field, Cam Johnson. Mullenix is designated hitter for Jared Heiss. Now looking in for Eastern Brown. By the way, Jared Heiss plays center field. And for the Eastern Brown Warriors, number 6 playing shortstop and leading off is going to be Jaden Florence. Number 9, the catcher, Drew Edmiston. Number 27 playing first base, Jackson Prine. The cleanup hitter, number 1 and pitcher, Bryce Murphy. Number 11 at third base, Braxton Vance. Number 3 at center field, Mason Riggs. Number 2 playing second base, Kane Dotson. Number 20 at left field, Will Litzinger. And number 18, the DH, Peyton McCarthy. Peyton McCarthy is designated hitter for number 4, Aiden Murphy, who will be out in the outfield playing at right field. Right now, got both Eastern Brown and Waterford here. The Warriors of Eastern Brown taking the infield and warming up right now. Seeing the way, T-Fred, Southern Hills Athletic Conference, and sometimes they have good years in baseball, sometimes not as much. This year having one of their more decent years by comparison.
Yeah, and going back to your lineup for the Wildcats, looks like they've got their relatives, no doubt, but they got 2 Hess boys and 2 Jones boys.
Right. So you take a look at the roster here. Yes, you're right. They got 2 Hesses and 2 Jones.
And I'm going to guess and say they're brothers, but, I don't know for sure. But they're probably definitely related.
So we should have this one. Again, we were scheduled originally for a roughly 1:30 start. However, the game before us went a little bit long, so this one will be starting in about 5 minutes at 1:45. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our first break here in just a minute, and when we come back, we'll be close to this one after we go through the ground rules, and then we'll have ourselves some more high school baseball from VA Memorial Stadium on Total Media Sports. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a moment.
Looking for your next vehicle? Time to bring in Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, your trusted dealership in Gallipolis, Ohio. Whether you're cruising the highways or tackling tough terrain, Braden has the perfect Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram for you. Visit us at 252 Upper River Road, Gallipolis, Ohio, or call 740-853-5668. Braden Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, driving Gallipolis forward.
You love the Big Red Machine. The Cincinnati Reds have a history of being competitive and zealous while maintaining the utmost professionalism. So should your lawyer. John Kirsten Clark is an aggressive and zealous attorney that is always looking out for the best interests of his clients while trying to secure a win. He has over 30 years experience and is licensed in all courts, state of Ohio, federal court, and even the U.S. Supreme Court. Whether your legal issue is domestic related or a criminal law issue, call John Clark Law Office today.
Batter up, Eagles fans. Baseball season is here, and there's no better place to catch up on all the action than Sully's in the Valley. Located in the heart of Beaver, Ohio, Sully's is your go-to spot for delicious food, refreshing drinks, and a family-friendly atmosphere. Grab a bite before the game or celebrate big wins with family and friends after. Plus, enjoy mouth-watering pizzas, sandwiches, and Perry's ice cream. Swing by Sully's in the Valley today, where great food and great fans come together.
Botkin Hornback Funeral Home, serving our communities with dignity, compassion, and care when it matters most. Visit BotkinHornbackFunerals.com to learn more. Need fast, reliable service? Quick Stop Lube and Oil has you covered. From oil changes to tire services, we keep your vehicle running smoothly. Visit us today. Boost your brand with HT Marketing. Innovative strategies and creative solutions to elevate your business. HT Marketing. Let's grow together.
And back here from VA Memorial Stadium, and just moments away from this one between the Waterford Wildcats and the Eastern Brown Warriors. And T-Fred, any thoughts before we get into this one? Getting ready to have the coaches meeting, and well, already one game down, another one left to go. We'll see what both these teams are made of.
Well, the home team's going to be Waterford because it looks like Eastern Brown's getting ready to hit. So we want to make sure that's right. But again, we all say the same things as coaches and players. You want to get off to a good start early and then put the pressure on the other team. But it all comes down to execution on offense, defensively just making the routine plays, and pitching, no walks, and just stay very accurate around the plate.
And now we know that the winner of this one will move on tomorrow evening at 5 o'clock to take on the Southeastern Panthers. For those just tuning in, Southeastern picked up the win over there. 13-6, I believe, was the final score. And Southeastern picking up a big win, and we were talking about that one. And that game ended up being a little more interesting than we anticipated at 1.9-0. So we know that Southeastern is moving on. Also, we know that there will be the other Division 7 district final this evening. Of course, there will be the one with Southern and South Webster. The other one will be played here tomorrow as well. So we got 2 district championship games being held here tomorrow. And, of course, we were supposed to have 4. However, what happened was, let's just say Mother Nature was not very kind yesterday. There were quite a few games that were scheduled all around the board yesterday. You look between district championship contests, regional contests, hardly got any contest in yesterday. In fact, I don't know of a game that actually played. When you look, and let's take, for example, we were supposed to have the Wheelersburg Valley District Championship over at Bob Bren Stadium at Ohio University. That one didn't happen. And then also this evening we've got Ironton taking on, forget who that is, in that contest over at
Menford.
Menford, that's right. So 2 SOC teams over there. 3 SOC3 teams involved in district championships. We were talking about tough conferences, and when you got 3 teams, of 4 if you count South Webster, in district championships, what does that tell you about that conference?
Well, that conference was very tough. Believe me, as a Waverly Tiger, we played some teams tough. Matter of fact, South Webster won the conference. We lost to them 1-0 and beat them 3-2 at home, and they were conference champs. But that was a dog-eat-dog conference this year, so, kudos to them.
Looking here, again, we got these 2, and then on the district semifinal side, again, the 2 games that will determine tomorrow's matchup are being played over at Logan High School as Green takes on Trimble. That one's already be finished, and White Oak and Miller is probably in progress right now. We do not have scores yet on those. I will refresh the page and see if anything has been reported, and as of right now, it has not. It'll be some combination of those 4 teams here tomorrow. And on the softball side, We got Hillsboro versus Logan Elm. And T. Fred, I know you're better at geography than I am, so you might have an idea where this is. But Hillsboro is taking on Logan Elm at Groveport, Madison, over at 11 o'clock. And
Yeah, just go up 23 and take the 317, I believe.
So that one might already be done, too. And then Notre Dame and Sims Valley should be starting probably at any minute at Groveport, Madison, depending on how that one went. So getting ready for this one, Jones, the leadoff hitter for Eastern Brown. So let's pass this over.
Florence is the leadoff hitter.
My bad. Florence, the leadoff hitter, and he will be followed by Edmiston and Prine. Jones is pitching for Waterford. Messed that up. So Jones
and Jones are the battery.
Yes, sir. We got one Jones. Yes, Jones and the batter. Excuse me. We got pitcher and catcher. So I don't know if they're brothers or not, but that would be an interesting combination right there. One behind the batter and one in front of him. So again, then we'll have Florence coming up here in just a moment. He's the shortstop, followed by the catcher, Edmiston, and then first baseman, Prine. Getting ready to start this one in just a moment here at VA Memorial Stadium. We talked about it during the first broadcast. Nice new turf field, and talk about camera-worthy shots. How about them? You want to broadcast somewhere, this is the place to be, because this field is just beautiful. And I was saying this, a lot of the fields that they chose, actually every field that we play on, to my memory, they're all turf fields when it comes to the tournament neutral sites. And you take a look at some other like tournament neutral sites past these points. How about this one? These 6, their neutral site, Beaver Stadium.
That's another turf field. Turf and grass outfield. All nice places, I might add.
Out in Lancaster, yes, exactly. Beautiful spots out through there.
Well, Waterford in their green and white, a little bit of black trim, and Eastern Brown in their gray, black trimmed in red, the Warriors and the Wildcats.
So Florence coming in here for Eastern Brown. Again, Jones pitching. Colton Jones on the hill.
Yeah.
And coming in here.
And Avery is the catcher.
Florence.
Avery Jones, is that right?
Avery Jones is, so your catcher is Hayden Jones.
Hayden Jones, my bad.
And the pitch coming, and it is going to be ball 1. Bit outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Just starting this one here at VA Memorial Stadium. The first offering to Jaden Florence. Drew Edmiston waiting on deck. Pitch coming, swung on a miss. That's strike 1. Should be 1 ball, 1 strike. So there's the 1-1 count. Scoreboard crew next to us. PA crew going to be busy. Same lineup all day for the staff here at VA Memorial Stadium. That's ball 2, a little low. 2 balls, 1 strike the count. Don't have grade levels here for either team. The 2-1 pitch, swung on a miss, makes it an even 2-2 count. So now we're to 2 balls, 2 strikes. First time seeing either of these teams this season. This one's going to be popped over to Jones, and he's going to lead the player to first base to Hansel for out number 1. So 1 down for Eastern Brown, and that brings up the catcher, number 9, Drew Edmiston. 1 away in quick fashion here, T-Friend. The combination from the pitcher to first base puts away a runner for the Warriors.
Yeah, he did a nice job working the first batter in and out with his pitches.
And the first offering from Jones to Edmiston is going to be outside for ball 1. Now a righty batting. The 1-0, and that is going to be ball 2. Another outside pitch, a little bit low to boot. 2 balls, no strikes. Here at VA Memorial Stadium in Chillicothe. This is going to be fouled off. 2-1 the count. So 2-1 with 1 down. And the offering, and there's a swing and a miss. Strike 2, 2-2.
It took something off that pitch.
So evens it up at 2-2. Jones, count is going to be full, low and outside. So it brings up a full count here to Edmiston with 1 down for the Warriors. And the pitch. That's going to be ball. Ooh. They call that strike 3.
Yes, they did.
Edmiston strikes out. That one awful close in the strike zone. Seen Edmiston pulling back from that one. Nonetheless, Edmiston is out and 2 away for Eastern Brown. And now we're to Jackson Prine, number 27, the first baseman.
Nice breaking ball.
Right in for a called strike. You take a look at the Southern Hills Athletic Conference. Eastern Brown, as we get closer to the district championships, one of the few remaining teams, other than, of course, Lynchburg Clay, and that one's going to be high up, and it's going to be fouled off. Talking about tough conferences, imagine going, we've seen them and broadcasted them with Piketon, so imagine Eastern Brown here, of course, a conference like Lynchburg Clay, and who are having a generational season, might I add. The Mustangs over there, it's been the first time, and I believe they said almost 25, 26 years that they've made it this far in tournament. And the 0-2 pitch, and that was going to be close, ball 1. Pulled back, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Southern Hills Athletic Conference, for people closer to our region who might not know, the 1-2 pitch coming here, and that one's going to be fouled off. Includes the likes of Peebles, West Union, Manchester, North Adams, Lynchburg Clay, Eastern Brown, not confined to just those teams, but some of the main teams that you think of when you think of Southern Hills Athletic Conference. Mostly Adams County, Brown County, surrounding the Highland County region. 1-2, and that's a hit by pitch to Prine. The 1-2, and that one gets Prine in the shoulder, and he will advance over to first base.
Murphy, the pitcher.
Bryce Murphy, cleanup hitter coming in with 2 down. And talking about Waterford on the other hand, TVC Hawking, and talk about rare meetings. You hardly ever see the Shack take on TVC Hawking opponents, likes of Eastern Mags, Southern Mags, Waterford, Belpre, Trimble, some of the teams part of that. And the pitch coming, and that is going to be over back to their first.
Put it away.
And looks like this one can be no.
Nope.
Prine is going to hold on first base. I thought he was going to maybe advance to second, but it looks like Doak out there was on top of it.
You said it. He was. He saved a guy from moving up.
So an 0-1 count at the plate. And the 0-1. This one's going to be
deep.
Fly ball towards deep center, and it's going to be caught all the way out there by Heiss for out number 3. So there was a walk and a runner left on base as a result, but no runs, no hits, and no Waterford errors. We head to the bottom of the first inning, scoreless. Eastern Brown nothing, Waterford nothing, with the Wildcats coming to bat. And we'll be right back in just a moment on Total Media Sports.
Looking for your next vehicle? Time to bring in Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, your trusted dealership in Gallipolis, Ohio. Whether you're cruising the highways or tackling tough terrain, Braden has the perfect Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram for you. Visit us at 252 Upper River Road, Gallipolis, Ohio, or call 740-853-5668. Braden Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, driving Gallipolis forward.
You love the Big Red Machine. The Cincinnati Reds have a history of being competitive and zealous while maintaining the utmost professionalism. So should your lawyer. John Kierson Clark is an aggressive and zealous attorney that is always looking out for the best interests of his clients while trying to secure a win. He has over 30 years experience and is licensed in all courts, state of Ohio, federal court, and even the U.S. Supreme Court. Whether your legal issue is domestic related or a criminal law issue, call John Clark Law Office today.
Back here at VA Memorial Stadium, Hayden Milliken, Tim Frederick here with you, with both Jones brothers, Hayden Jones and his brother, trying to find it here again. I had it a moment ago. His brother,
Cody?
Colton Jones.
Colton, yeah.
So Hayden Jones, Colton Jones, and then after that, Heiss batting, Xavier Heiss. So there's the 3 leadoff hitters for the Waterford Wildcats. Scoreless here in the bottom half of the first inning. And definitely bringing in a big crowd here at VA Memorial Stadium. We're talking about the long drive, but you wouldn't be able to tell it with the turnout we have here how far these people had to come.
Well, nothing better than baseball on a Saturday afternoon.
Lazy Saturday, nothing better to do. So if you're watching on live stream here, hopefully you stick around all day. We got plenty of baseball coming your way. got Murphy pitching for Eastern Brown. Again, Prine on first, Dotson on second, Florence at short, Vance at third, left field Litzinger, center field Riggs, and right field is going to be the other Murphy. So 2 Murphys out there for Eastern Brown. So a lot of pairs if you count both sides combined.
Yeah.
And we can only imagine they're brothers, cousins, whatever the case might be. I would assume brothers.
Yeah.
It's always a safe assumption to make. So getting ready here. Hayden Jones, he plays catcher for Waterford. Stepping up to the plate for his first at-bat of the afternoon.
I'll tell you what, Hank, both pitchers look pretty solid, so this should be a pretty good ball game.
As Jones comes in again. District semifinal here at VA Memorial Stadium. The pitch from Murphy, and that's going to find... No, it's going to be ball 1. Oh, strike 1.
Yeah, strike.
I didn't see the call. I was saying, it looks like it found its mark. That one dropped right in. Yes, it does. No balls, 1 strike. So quickly an 0-1 count here. The pitch by Murphy, and that one's going to be ball 1. Close there. 1 ball, 1 strike. And congratulations to the Southeastern Panthers picking up a win before this. Fouled off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So the count here, 1-2. First inning of this one. Following this will be Eastern Megs and Huntington. Highly anticipated one, might I add. Huntington taking on a state-ranked team by the Coaches Association. 1-2. And this is going to be doing a check swing. And they are saying ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Check that one. They give them a pass. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So Murphy coming in, 2-2. Busy weekend coming for Total Media Sports. We'll tell you all about it in just a moment. The 2-2 offering to Jones. And this one's going to be high up in the air. Looks like Edmiston going to try to make a play on it and almost caught that one. And it is going to be a foul ball, 2-2. T-Fred, you and I, this is our last one of the day, but after this, tomorrow afternoon, Sunday, 2 o'clock, Wellston taking on Willersburg in a regional final contest. The winner will move on to Firestone Stadium in Akron. So a lot going on there. And coming in here to Hayden Jones, the offering from Murphy to Hayden Jones. The 2-2 coming, and it is going to be strike 3. Jones is out, and there's 1 down. Next up is going to be Colton Jones. So from one Jones to another, from the catcher to the pitcher, we continue to go through the lineup here. Colton Jones coming to bat. Again, he plays pitcher for Waterford. And the pitch to Jones is going to be a swing and a miss. Called strike 1. No balls, 1 strike, 1 away. The 0-1 offering, and this one is going to be high up. Looks like it's going to be playable by Florence if he can get it. Yes, that is going to be out number 2. So Hayden Jones and Colton Jones both see themselves out here in the first inning. And with both Jones boys down, we now make it to Xavier Heiss. Xavier Heiss here, and then again, Braun Doak will be at that. Xavier Dice will be in third base. So Heiss coming in. Xavier Heiss, he is the third baseman. The pitch coming here from Murphy in just a moment is going to be ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Just a bit outside, looks like their T-Fred. So 1-0 the count, 2 away here for the Wildcats. Bottom half of the first inning. Heiss here, another right-handed batter, third baseman. And this one is going to go, looks like in foul territory, and it's going to be fouled off. So foul ball. A little bit windy here. Weather great today, sunny skies, clear clouds, but again, just that wind. But even then, like we talked about earlier, Freddie, we'll take it. The 1-1 pitch, and that is going to be ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1 count, 2 down.
A lot better than the rain, Hank.
Oh, any day of the week, any day of the week. Had a lot of rain here this spring. Been one of the rainiest baseball seasons to date. Swung on and miss. Strike 2. So it's an even 2-2 count here to Heiss. Busy day at VA Memorial Stadium. The second of 4 games held here today. Pitch coming, and that one is going to be fouled off. Count holds at 2-2. Got a little bit of that one. Swung on the pitch. Goes beyond the first baseline. Beautiful day for baseball, as we mentioned. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch from Murphy to Heiss, and this one is again going to be fouled off. Not letting this out and back go out.
Well, Murphy, we played the Eastern Brown last year, and this kid can throw, man. He's a nice pitcher, and he's probably throwing 82, 83 right in there. I don't have a gun on him, but he might be getting it higher than that.
Need to start packing one of those things around. You have someone down on the field with a gun.
Yeah, sometimes
2-2.
your phone has it.
Strike 3, and that's going to be the 3rd out of the inning. So we head into the 2nd inning here scoreless. So as we go into the 2nd, it's Eastern Brown nothing, Waterford nothing, and we will be right back momentarily on Total Media Sports.
Batter up, Eagles fans. Baseball season is here, and there's no better place to catch up on all the action than Sully's in the Valley. Located in the heart of Beaver, Ohio, Sully's is your go-to spot for delicious food, refreshing drinks, and a family-friendly atmosphere. Grab a bite before the game or celebrate big wins with family and friends after. Plus, enjoy mouth-watering pizzas, sandwiches, and Perry's ice cream. Swing by Sully's in the Valley today, where great food and great fans come together.
Botkin Hornback Funeral Home, serving our communities with dignity, compassion, and care when it matters most. Visit BotkinHornbackFunerals.com to learn more. Need fast, reliable service? Quick Stop Lube and Oil has you covered. From oil changes to tire services, we keep your vehicle running smoothly. Visit us today.
Alrighty, back here for inning number 2. T. Fred and Hank, the Hankster, broadcasting live from Paints Stadium, VA Memorial Stadium. Beautiful afternoon. As coming to bat is Vance, the 3rd baseman for the Eastern Brown Warriors. No score here. I think this is going to be a great game. 2 good pitchers, as Jones and Murphy definitely know how to pitch.
Both with stellar first innings, might I add. Just called a strike there.
1-1. Yeah, you can just tell by their technique and just how hard they're throwing. They're good pitchers. Breaking ball, and it's just like I say that, he hits him.
That's the 2nd hit by pitch, might I add.
Uh-huh. Yes, sir. Riggs to the plate.
Another one hit here. Those pitches, it seems like he hit them both in the same spot, right there on that arm.
Well, it's a breaking ball. That's the good news. Don't hurt it bad. But the breaking ball did not break far enough or fast enough. And I've noticed Eastern Brown kind of hugging the plate a little bit. I mean, that means they're tight on that inside part. Runner at first, nobody out. Jones in the stretch. Showing bunt. He steps off. I'll tell you what, baseball, I mean, I like basketball and football, but baseball, there's just something about it. It's just a great game. Pickoff move to first. He's back.
Well, as you know, they call it America's favorite pastime.
America's game, yeah.
I mean, you may not see as much of a following in some corners for baseball anymore, but you still got to love it. There's just something magical about baseball. And honestly, I can't fully put my finger on it, but just something about baseball, whether it's a high school game, little league game. Spring is one of my favorite times of year for baseball alone.
Yeah, the sacrifice bunt attempt fouled off there by Riggs. He's the center fielder. There's a strike. Got a little movement on that cutter. It looked like a cutter fastball there. No balls, 2 strikes. Good baseball. And a swinging miss, throw down to first. He's back. Strikeout number 2 for Jones. Dotson to the plate, second baseman. I told you, 2 good pitchers.
1 down here for Eastern Brown. Top half of the second inning.
Yes, it is. Fouled off. It's warming up out there, that's for sure, but it's still with that breeze. I mean, I went and got my jacket from the car. Man, it feels good. Again, trying to show bunt, pulls back. Well coached, obviously. You only bunt strikes. That was the ball, 1-1. This could be a nail biter, Hank. I got the feeling.
Scoreless right now.
Ball 2.
See how it goes, but talking about runs, at this rate, it's going to be interesting to see who can get one in first, the way these people are playing.
Well, last game had plenty of runs in it.
Just a prediction. I'm no Nostradamus. I don't have a crystal ball, but I could see this one being a case of maybe not as many runs, but still close down to the wire contest. Has potential for that. 2-2 the count.
Another bunt attempt, foul. He's going to try it again. He struck him out on a bunt attempt.
Risky to go for a bunt on a 2-strike count. Went for it and it did not pay off.
Litzinger up, the left fielder. They must really think 1 or 2 runs will be big in this game because, I mean, he tried to bunt with 2 strikes like you mentioned. Normally that doesn't happen. 1 on, 2 out here in the top of the second for the Warriors of Eastern Brown. Chopped at the plate, foul, strike 1. Did you happen to run down PJ?
That was not who that was.
It was not. Okay. Well, it did look like him. I agree with that.
It was not him, but it was actually, I'll tell you who it was when we get to break
Popped
here.
to
But
short.
towards left field.
And Potmeyer makes the
That was good.
catch at short. Inning over. No runs, no hits. 1 left on after an inning and a half. No score.
Looking for your next vehicle? Time to bring in Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, your trusted dealership in Gallipolis, Ohio. Whether you're cruising the highways or tackling tough terrain, Braden has the perfect Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram for you. Visit us at 252 Upper River Road, Gallipolis, Ohio, or call 740-853-5668. Braden Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, driving Gallipolis forward.
You love the Big Red Machine. The Cincinnati Reds have a history of being competitive and zealous while maintaining the utmost professionalism. So should your lawyer. John Kierson Clark is an aggressive and zealous attorney that is always looking out for the best interests of his clients while trying to secure a win. He has over 30 years experience and is licensed in all courts, state of Ohio, federal court, and even the U.S. Supreme Court. Whether your legal issue is domestic related or a criminal law issue, call John Clark Law Office today.
Alrighty, back here for the bottom half of the second inning. No score. It'll be Doak, Brooker, and Hansel for the Wildcats of Waterford. And again, like I've mentioned already early, both pitchers are very good. And they can throw it.
Quick first couple innings here already to the bottom of the second. Saw this with the first contest with Southeastern and Sims Valley, and you know what happened there, Freddie.
Yeah, you got it. Well, the 4-hole hitter coming up, the right fielder, Ron Doak. Pretty big fella.
You're right, he does have himself some size, doesn't he?
Murphy fires a fastball. Man, that must have been low because it was definitely over the white part of the plate. Pitch fouled right in front of us. Off the net, strike one.
One to count, and timeout turnout again. Big crowd here at VA Memorial Stadium on this nice Saturday. Great day for a baseball game.
Curveball, strike two swinging. That one got the catcher a little bit. He's taking his time here. The umpire doing a nice job. He's going to go out and talk to the pitcher for a little bit and let the catcher kind of get gathered up.
See down there Coach Chad Carroll for the Huntington Huntsmen. Huntington rolling up in here. And I'll say this, T-Fred, after watching and calling both of those games at South Point just a couple short days ago, that one right there, the Eastern Banks Huntington game, I'll say there's a reason why there's eyes on that district championship. I'm going to be excited to watch that one. You best believe I'm sticking around.
Yeah, it'll be a good one.
1-2 coming.
There's the pitch. Little cutter fastball, tails to the outside. We're even at 2-2 on the count. Sorry, we don't have any stats for these teams, but we just don't. That's the facts.
Like I said, sometimes
base hit. Yeah, base hit to center. So Doak is aboard. Now the batter is Brooker, the second baseman. Nice piece of hitting. Ball pitched outside. He hit it to the right side. Good stuff there. Well, let's see if they play small ball or go a little H&R hit and run. As Vance cheats up on the third base side. They're expecting bunt. So we shall see.
Does look like it. Looks like they've kind of come in a little bit closer for this one. See third base bunching up a little bit. I think they are playing them for small ball right now.
Well, we're about to find out. There's the bunt, and he pops it up to the left and out of play. I don't know if it's a drag bunt. He waited pretty long. Usually on a sacrifice, you square up a little earlier, but anyway, he fouled that one off, strike one. These little execution plays defensively are important. There's a ball outside as he showed bunt again.
1-1 count.
There's the bunt, and it goes to the pitcher. It definitely, look out.
Looks like some interference.
Yeah, they ran together, throw to third, and they got him if he touched him. Yes, they did.
Look at that, the base slid off.
Yep. So Doak is out at third for out number one, and then, of course, they had the collision there at first because it looked like the second baseman and the first baseman didn't know who to cover there. So we're going to call that one an E. Hansel, the first baseman, with Brooker at first, one out here in the bottom of the second for Waterford. Well, that was almost a miscue by Eastern Brown. It kind of was at first, but they recovered and made a nice play to get the guy at third. Chopped foul to the right. Brooker at first, Hansel the batter, and a 1-1 count. Beautiful afternoon. Wind calming down. It's starting to warm up. I can feel it. It's starting to warm up a little bit.
2 o'clock, been here since 11. Weather's held well all day, and
ball outside.
We'll have this all day, and I'll take it. 2 balls, 1 strike.
You got it. There's the pitch. Pop foul to the right and out of play.
That brings up a 2-2 count. One already down here.
All right, Murphy stretches, pitches, breaking ball, got him. Got him swinging for out number 2. Potmeyer, the shortstop, coming up.
Potmeyer batting now for the Wildcats.
There's the first pitch, got by. So he'll move up. Brooker takes second on a pass ball. Looked like he got crossed up on that pitch, the catcher. And that will be Edmonston. 1 ball, no strikes. To the hitter, Potmeyer. Swing and a miss, high fastball. 1-1. There's a bouncer to the left side. It's through. He's going to try to send him. And here comes the throw. Not in time. Run scored. Throw down to second. It goes into center field. And Waterford cheering loud as a base hit by Potmeyer scores. Brooker 1-0. And Mullenix, the designated hitter. Mullenix trying to bring out another run. That was big. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Great seating here as well, VA Memorial Stadium. This nice covered bleacher area. And right here, just good thing is we've called quite a few games here in some rough weather, Freddie. And some weather games, Piketon, Lynchburg, Clegg comes to mind. And thankfully been underneath this, and here we go.
Swing and a miss, high fastball. Strike 2, 1 ball, 2 strikes to the hitter Mullenix. 2 down, 1-0 is your score. Breaking ball high, 22 on the count. As Murphy trying to get out of this. Here's a pitch, low, nice block there by Edmonston to keep the ball from going to the backstop. Full up on the count. On deck is Johnson, the left fielder. Murphy needs a strike. Fouled off. Nice play. Assistant coach on the bounce there off the ricochet of the foul ball. Mullenix to the DH. Here's the pitch. And he walked him. He had to think about it for a second.
So that puts 2 on base for the Wildcats. Runner on first base, runner on second. And who we got next, Steve Fritz?
Johnson coming to bat. He's the 9-hole hitter. First and second with 2 out. Murphy swinging a miss on a heater. Second inning slowed down a little bit. Nice block again. 1-1.
So it's 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 down here for the Wildcats.
Edmiston going out to talk to Murphy and trying to just calm him down a little bit. Have a little control issues this inning. Nothing major, but worth talking to anyway.
So at 2 away, here we go.
Yes, sir. Murphy stretches, pitches, chopper, back to Murphy. That should do it. And it does. 1-3 is the inning. 1 run on a couple hits. And after 2, 1-0 Waterford.
Batter up, Eagles fans. Baseball season is here, and there's no better place to catch up on all the action than Sully's in the Valley. Located in the heart of Beaver, Ohio, Sully's is your go-to spot for delicious food, refreshing drinks, and a family-friendly atmosphere. Grab a bite before the game or celebrate big wins with family and friends after. Plus, enjoy mouth-watering pizzas, sandwiches, and Perry's ice cream. Swing by Sully's in the Valley today, where great food and great fans come together.
Bodkin Hornback Funeral Home, serving our communities with dignity, compassion, and care when it matters most. Visit bodkinhornbackfunerals.com to learn more. Boost your brand with HT Marketing. Innovative strategies and creative solutions to elevate your business. HT Marketing. Let's grow together.
Back here at VA Memorial Stadium, Hayden Milliken, Tim Frederick, getting ready here for the top of the 3rd inning, and T. Fred, give us the lineup.
All right. A. Murphy, Florence, and Edmiston. Your first 3 hitters.
Murphy, Florence, and Edmiston. So down to the bottom of the order, go back to the top with the second batter. 1-0 the score here after that inning. Waterford now has a 1-run lead over the Warriors of Eastern Brown. Getting ready here to continue this one. Again, top half of the 3rd inning at VA Memorial Stadium, located here in Chillicothe, not far from Uniota High School and Chillicothe High School. Just down the road as you exit US Route 35. You can't miss it.
I want to make a correction, Hank. It's McCarthy, the designated hitter for Murphy. My bad.
And the pitch to McCarthy, and that is going to be ball 1. Hey, we all make mistakes sometimes.
Well, I saw 2 names there, and I don't know why I didn't read the top one, which is the DH.
And a 1-0 to McCarthy. This one is going to go over the head of Jones. That bounces off the hill, scooped up over there by Brooker to get it to Hansel, and there is out number 1. Well played there by Waterford to get the out. And great recovery right there by Brooker to complete the play over to first to Hansel to get him out. So with 1 down, now to the top of the order to Florence, the initial leadoff hitter in this one. What's Florence look like? He got out the first time. He's over.
Hit 1 to the pitcher. Back to the pitcher.
And this one is going to go towards, looks like towards the shortstop actually, and it's going to go to Pittmeyer for out number 2. Fly ball, and quickly 2 up and 2 down here in the inning for Eastern Brown. Now to Drew Edmiston.
Struck out looking the first time.
One of the strikeouts here by Jones in this contest for the Wildcats. 2 out in quick fashion off of only a few pitches here by Jones in the 3rd inning. Pitch coming, and that is going to be called strike. That one gets in there. No balls, 1 strike. Quickly an 0-1 count here. Good pitch. Top half of the 3rd inning, and pitch coming again. That is going to be strike 2. That curveball lands. 0-2. Nice pitches here. Talk about this pitching duel that we're having. Quickly down here at 0-2, and this one is going to be fouled off. So the count will hold at no balls, 2 strikes.
Well, Jones has got some good rhythm going this inning, Hank.
So no balls, 2 strikes to Eastern Brown's catcher Edmiston, and that is going to be fouled off beyond the 3rd baseline. So 2 straight swings and 2 straight foul balls as a result. And off of 4 pitches here on the at-bat, 0-2 the count. And 2 down for the Warriors of Eastern Brown here in this frame, and that one is going to be low away, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Catches Jones slipping there. Jones, and this is going to be, once again, foul ball. Foul ball express over here. That's the 3rd foul ball in this at-bat.
Tried to jam him that time on the inner part of the plate.
So with another foul, the 1-2, and that one
Yes,
is going to
sir.
find its mark. That drops in for strike 3. A 1-2-3 inning. And with Eastern Brown down on strikes, that is out number 3. We head to the bottom of the 3rd inning after playing 2.5, and the score now is Waterford 1, Eastern Brown nothing. And we will be back in just a moment on Total Media Sports.
Looking for your next vehicle? Time to bring in Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, your trusted dealership in Gallipolis, Ohio. Whether you're cruising the highways or tackling tough terrain, Braden has the perfect Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram for you. Visit us at 252 Upper River Road, Gallipolis, Ohio, or call 740-853-5668. Braden Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, driving Gallipolis forward.
You love the Big Red Machine. The Cincinnati Reds have a history of being competitive and zealous while maintaining the utmost professionalism. So should your lawyer. John Kierson Clark is an aggressive and zealous attorney that is always looking out for the best interests of his clients while trying to secure a win. He has over 30 years experience and is licensed in all courts, state of Ohio, federal court, and even the U.S. Supreme Court. Whether your legal issue is domestic related or a criminal law issue, call John Clark Law Office today.
And we are back here at VA Memorial Stadium, the bottom half of the 3rd inning after playing 2.5 here in this second of 4 contests here at the VA today. This one a Division VI District semifinal contest. We know the winner will take on Southeastern now, and Waterford with a 1-0 lead. And the Wildcats getting ready to come to bat once again. Freddie, who's next on the lineup?
Jones, and Heiss.
So going back
Top
to
3.
both Joneses here in the inning. And then to Heiss. Both Jones brothers, Hayden and Colton Jones, in that order. They are the ones that bat first and second, respectively, and then followed up by Xavier Heiss. Jared Heiss, by the way, is not batting, might I add. Again, there's 2 Heiss boys as well. Heiss has a designated hitter in his place. So we got Hayden Jones coming now.
He struck out the first time.
Up here once again against Murphy. As you alluded to, strike out the last time around. Pitch come to Hayden Jones. And that is going to be ball 1. The Jones boys are going to go by first name basis. But do keep in mind which one is which. 1 ball, no strikes. Looking in, the pitch coming by Murphy. Catches Hayden swinging. 1-1. So the count is 1 ball, 1 strike. Swinging for the fences on that one. 1-1. Eastern Megs arriving here as well. The 1-1 pitch, it's going to be high and a little bit close for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Again, Colton Jones waiting on deck. Hayden Jones here, the catcher. Colton, the pitcher. And that is going to be ball 3. Hitter's count here for Hayden Jones. 3 balls, 1 strike. Bit of a high pitch, looked like there from Murphy. Leads to a 3-1 count. Now in a bit of a spot as Murphy looks in. And this is going to be fouled off by Hayden Jones. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. It's the foul, 3-2. Again, 2.5 in the books already here at VA. 1-0 the score, bottom half of the 3rd. Pitch coming, and that one is going to be ball 4. So Hayden Jones is now going to be 0 for 1 with a walk as we get to Colton Jones next. 1 on base here for the Waterford Wildcats with nobody down.
Colton grounded out to short the first time. Or popped up to short, I'm sorry.
So another one that's over one. And this thinking Bun going to throw it down to Hayden Jones, trying to tag him out, and he is going to be safe in the bag at second base. Couldn't quite get the play over to Dotson in time. So Hayden Jones is moving up to second.
The old fake bunt steal play.
Heiss waiting on deck. 1-0 the count here to Colton Jones. The 1-0 to Colton. And it's going to be fouled off. 1-1. So we've quickly got ourselves a 1-1 count here. And Murphy's pitch. 1-2. Another foul ball here. Runner on second base for Waterford. Pitch coming, and this one is going to go through. It's going to be caught by Vance. Drops it. And now runners are going to be on the corners as Hayden Jones is going to be on third, Colton Jones on first, and that's a base hit for Colton.
Error.
Xavier Heiss up next. You're right, that was an error. Correction.
Well, he bobbled it.
You're
I mean,
right.
it was hit to him, and he bobbled the exchange, and that cost him.
First baseman Xavier Heiss. Regardless, 2 on for the Wildcats now. Another run around the corner. Already leading by 1 in this contest. The pitch to Heiss. And that is going to allow Colton Jones to steal second easily and safely. No balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, they didn't want to make a play there. They're afraid of the runner at third maybe coming home on a double steal.
So an 0-1 count to Heiss. Pitch coming. That one going to drop just short for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Having a little bit of control issues is Murphy. Infield playing in.
And the 1-1. And that's ball 2. That one drops low. 2 balls, 1 strike. So a 2-1 count now to Heiss. Quickly getting on base here. Again, one is a result of a walk, one is a result of an error. Waterford making their way around. The 2-1 pitch. And that is going to be ball 3. And I see what you're talking about here, Freddie, with control.
Yep, definitely having some issues.
So 1 on second, 1 on third. Pitch coming from Murphy, and there's ball 4. Bases are loaded.
For Doak.
That brings on Bron Doak, the right fielder. And coming out here to talk things out with Murphy. I think right now is a good time for it. Get him situated, talk things over, because right now,
Steve Getz, the coach.
Coach Getz coming out here and probably trying to ease his nerves a little bit. I mean, you just allowed 2 walks and then 1 on bases to resolve an error, but still 2 of the runners now on bases in a bases loaded situation are results of 4 ball walks. So,
Yep. Coaches do not like pitchers to walk batters.
Bron Doak.
He singled in the first inning.
And might I add that there was still nobody out in this inning. Is Murphy looking in here? See what he can do to turn his luck around. And to find a way to get 3 outs with no more runs. And that one is going to be ball 1.
He's standing awful tall. He's not really following through with his pitch.
So it is 1 ball, no strike. And the 1-0 by Murphy, and that one is going to find its mark, strike 1.
Yep. Just need to reach to the mitt, big guy.
1 apiece here. And the offering to Brondoke. And this one's going to go towards deep left field, and I think they're going to be able to make a play on it. They are Littinger, but that is going to be a sacrifice fly as a runner will score for Waterford. Hayden Jones making it back, and now it is 2-0. Two straight innings with runs produced here for the Wildcats. Now to Wade Brooker with 1 away, though, for Wildcats now. Runners on first and second base. Jones and Heiss in that order. And the pitch coming from Murphy to Brooker. Thinking bunt, and it's going to be foul off.
Trying to move the runners up.
See what they can do. Going for that bunt. Just trying, if they can, to move runners up a base. But the count is no balls, 1 strike. The 0-1, and that one is going to be ball 1. Low pitch, 1-1. So an even count here, 1 ball, 1 strike. To Brooker. Brooker plays second base for the Wildcats. And the 1-1 offering is going to be ball 2. Low for 2-1 count.
Well, I'm trying to get this frog out of my throat, man. I apologize.
Well, you've called 2 games.
Yeah.
You called 2. It's all right. We've only got 4 innings left to go.
That's it.
For you. So the 2-1 coming, and that one is going to be ball 3. Once again, we were talking about the pitching early, but that's starting to fall apart here for Eastern Brown. As Murphy struggling big time here in the 3rd inning. 2 walks already allowed. And then run scored in the inning. The 3-1 offering to Brooker is going to be a full count. It's 1 to go, 3 balls, 2 strikes. I know exactly how you feel, Freddie. Calling 2 games that went pretty long at South Point the other day. Boy, was I hoarse after that. And this one is going to be scooped up by Dotson. Going to make the play over to second. Now to complete it, no. Double play can't be completed. So Brooker will be on first. The connection from Dotson over to second base does get out Heiss. So 1 down, runners on the corners here for Waterford. Another one right around the corner as we make it to Cole Hansel, first baseman.
He struck out the first time. This is a big out for Eastern Brown. They can afford not to give another run up here in this inning.
District semifinal action here for those tuning in at VA Memorial Stadium. 2-0 to score. The Waterford Wildcats with a lead over the Eastern Brown Warriors. Pitch coming here, and this one is going to be ball 1. Low pitch there to Cole Hansel, and he plays first for Waterford. And the 1-0. And this one is going to be recovered by Florence. Going to try to make the player to first to Prine, and that is going to be out number 3. So able to get Hansel out there to put away the inning, but not before off of a sacrifice fly, Waterford produces another run. So we head into the 4th. Freddie's got it. The score is Waterford 2, Eastern Brown nothing, and we'll be back in just a minute on Total Media Sports.
Batter up, Eagles fans. Baseball season is here, and there's no better place to catch up on all the action than Sully's in the Valley. Located in the heart of Beaver, Ohio, Sully's is your go-to spot for delicious food, refreshing drinks, and a family-friendly atmosphere. Grab a bite before the game or celebrate big wins with family and friends after. Plus, enjoy mouth-watering pizzas, sandwiches, and Perry's ice cream. Swing by Sully's in the Valley today, where great food and great fans come together.
Bodkin Hornback Funeral Home, serving our communities with dignity, compassion, and care when it matters most. Visit bodkinhornbackfunerals.com to learn more. Need fast, reliable service? Quick Stop Lube and Oil has you covered. From oil changes to tire services, we keep your vehicle running smoothly. Visit us today.
All right, Hayden Milliken, Tim Frederick here with you in the fourth inning. Waterford leading 2-0 with Eastern Brown coming to bat. Freddie, it's all yours. What do we got?
Alrighty, the first baseman Prine to lead it off, followed by Murphy, the pitcher, and Vance, the third baseman for the Warriors of Eastern Brown. Well, they're very fortunate with the number of walks and the errors of Eastern Brown. They got them with 3 errors up there, and fortunate it's only 2-0, Hank.
Talking about it, just not a good inning there for Murphy, and that was going to be a low pitch right there.
Jones had a good second inning, couple Ks. And the third inning, another K. So 2, 3. There's a shot third foul. 2, 4 Ks on the day. But he's got good rhythm out there, and he's had better control than Murphy. I'll give him that. There's the pitch. Nice breaking ball, foul. There's Prine. He's another big boy. That first time up, got hit by a pitch. Remember, a curveball hit him in the arm.
Been a couple hits by pitches here from Waterford. The 1-2.
Outside. 2-2 the count. As Jones gets the sign and fires. Fouled off. Straight back. Chad Jenkins trying to make the play, but the net wouldn't let him.
Can't make a play if there's a net in your way.
You got it.
Oh, they must be cooking something nice over there. I see the grills fired up.
It smells good. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball to the third baseman. Line drive and caught by Heiss. Xavier Heiss. 1 out.
Nice catch over there by Xavier Heiss, leaping up, getting that one, getting it right in the glove, and that leads to Braxton Murphy.
Murphy flat out the center the first time, but that was a good solid rip there by Prine, the first baseman, for out number 1. Curveball in there, strike. I tell you, Jones, he's getting the ball, getting the signal, and he's firing. He's not taking much time at all out there. Good rhythm. Breaking ball away.
Just a bit outside there, trying something, but maybe hoping for a swing on that, but it's a 1-1 count.
Here's the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. Trying to keep the ball away from Murphy on the outside half of the plate. Jones ready to fire again. Here it comes, breaking ball in. He's got a good sharp break on it. There's the pitch. Struck him out on the corner, outside swinging. Murphy goes down, out number 2. Vance, the third baseman, and he got hit. He was beaned there back in the second inning. Again, Jones working fast. Swing on a high pitch for a strike. Eastern Brown needs to do something to disrupt this guy's rhythm. Nice breaking ball, center field shot. And making the play is Heiss to end the inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left on. It's 2-0 Waterford.
And we'll be back in just a moment on Total Media Sports.
Looking for your next vehicle? Time to bring in Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, your trusted dealership in Gallipolis, Ohio. Whether you're cruising the highways or tackling tough terrain, Braden has the perfect Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram for you. Visit us at 252 Upper River Road, Gallipolis, Ohio, or call 740-853-5668. Braden Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, driving Gallipolis forward.
You love the Big Red Machine. The Cincinnati Reds have a history of being competitive and zealous while maintaining the utmost professionalism. So should your lawyer. John Kierson Clark is an aggressive and zealous attorney that is always looking out for the best interests of his clients while trying to secure a win. He has over 30 years experience and is licensed in all courts, state of Ohio, federal court, and even the U.S. Supreme Court. Whether your legal issue is domestic related or a criminal law issue, call John Clark Law Office today.
Alrighty, back here live. T-Fred and Hankster. Watching this game on Total Media Sports, YouTube. As we go to the bottom of the fourth, 2-0 Waterford over Eastern Brown. Basically, the 3 errors and the walks have hurt Eastern Brown. And good pitching by Jones, Colton Jones, for the Wildcats have kept Eastern Brown at bay with no score. 2-0 here as we go to the bottom of the fourth, and leading it off is Potmeyer, the shortstop. And he singled the first time up. There's Murphy's first pitch. Nice on the outside, swinging, strike one.
See if Murphy can have a little bit more control in this inning. Last time around was not very good for Murphy. 2 walks allowed, and a run was produced by Waterford.
Last 2 innings been a little rough on Mr. Murphy. Here's the pitch outside. Neither team has anybody gotten up and thrown in the bullpen here as we're in the bottom of the fourth. Outside again. And of course, 1 run in the second, 1 run in the third by the Wildcats. There's a pop foul right. We're even on the count, 2-2. Defense pretty regular, except for the right fielder, a little shallow and right. There's the pitch. And he got him on a high fastball. Strike out swinging. That is his 4th K of the game. And now it is Mullenix, the designated hitter for Heiss. And he walked his first time. Pops out into center field. Heading over his Riggs, and he's got it for out number 2. This is by far the best inning for Murphy, the pitcher, and Johnson, the left fielder, number 9 hole hitter. He hit one right back to the pitcher, his only plate appearance. 2 outs in the inning. And that's going to be 3 as it's popped to short. And over there is Potmeyer, and he's got it. Or excuse me, Florence, and nothing across. 2-0 after 4.
Looking for your next vehicle? Time to bring in Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, your trusted dealership in Gallipolis, Ohio. Whether you're cruising the highways or tackling tough terrain, Braden has the perfect Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram for you. Visit us at 252 Upper River Road, Gallipolis, Ohio, or call 740-853-5668. Braden Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, driving Gallipolis forward.
Botkin Hornback Funeral Home, serving our communities with dignity, compassion, and care when it matters most. Visit BotkinHornbackFunerals.com to learn more. Boost your brand with HT Marketing. Innovative strategies and creative solutions to elevate your business. HT Marketing. Let's grow together.
Back here at VA Memorial Stadium, Hayden Milliken, Tim Frederick here with you. 5 already in the books, and Waterford with a 2-0 lead over the Eastern Brown Warriors. And this one flying by here. And who do we got coming up for Eastern?
Well, here in the top of the 5th, it is Riggs, Dotson, and Litzinger.
You know, I got to mention this real quick on the subject of Eastern. Not Eastern Brown, but Eastern Meggs. Of course, that game is following us. Eastern Meggs and Huntington, Brick Ash and Brian Allen here for it. But you take a look down there. Eastern, and I've seen their uniforms too. Eastern Meggs and Huntington are wearing the exact same colors, black on green. So imagine being a broadcaster if you did not know either side of that one.
I would say Huntington's got their BP shirts on, so they'll probably wear white.
Very similar color scheme here.
Yes, they are. They're very similar.
And that's going to be strike one called there.
Riggs, the center fielder, struck out his first at bat.
Followed in Dotson and Litzinger after this. Swing and a miss. Jones quickly has him here.
Tell you, Jones has got good rhythm going. I've said that several times.
Colton Jones pitching for Waterford. The 0-2 count. Looks like this one's going to be playable. And Doak can't get it.
Yep. He took his eye off of it there, Hank, to see where he was at, and then he couldn't pick it back up.
If he would have kept his eye on that, that probably could have been out number 1 right there. No balls, 2 strikes, still the count of the plate. Again, we played 4 full innings here at VA Memorial Stadium in Chillicothe. Tournament games here galore. Tomorrow we'll have some, trying to get some score updates here. Got somebody looking those up for me for the other games that played over Logan, but that's going to be towards right field, and it is going to be caught out there by Doak for out number 1.
Well, he had some trouble again, but he got it.
Fly ball towards right field, and that puts one away.
Dotson coming up, and he struck out the last time.
Dotson coming to the plate. 0 for 1, as you mentioned, on the afternoon. I wonder, time out in the games here, of course, once we get to South Webster in the evening, wonder if we'll have a chance to watch these ones underneath the lights. This pitch coming, that's going to be ball 1.
Is the last game at 7?
Yes.
You might get to
cut it close.
Maybe the last inning.
Got these lights here at VA Memorial Stadium so we can play in the dark, and that is going to be picked up by Xavier Heiss, going to complete the play over to first to Hansel for out number 2.
Hit well, but he had him played perfect.
So that'll bring out another runner.
Litzinger, the batter.
Litzinger plays left field for the Warriors.
Popped up to the shortstop, his only at bat.
2-0 the score here. Swing and a miss. Waterford with the lead. 0-1. Will Litzinger. See old Brian Wickline here, the owner of the, well, one of the owners of the Chillicothe Paints. So that's going to be called ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. So it is 1-1. And pitch coming, and this one is going to be scooped up by Heiss, and he's going to try to complete it over to Hansel again, and gets the connection once again for out number 3. So 3 outs here for Eastern Brown, and as we head into the bottom of the 5th after playing 4.5, the score, Waterford 2, Eastern Brown nothing. Wildcats coming to bat, and we'll be back in just a minute on Total Media Sports.
You love the Big Red Machine. The Cincinnati Reds have a history of being competitive and zealous while maintaining the utmost professionalism. So should your lawyer. John Kierson Clark is an aggressive and zealous attorney that is always looking out for the best interests of his clients while trying to secure a win. He has over 30 years experience and is licensed in all courts, state of Ohio, federal court, and even the U.S. Supreme Court. Whether your legal issue is domestic related or a criminal law issue, call John Clark Law Office today.
Batter up, Eagles fans. Baseball season is here, and there's no better place to catch up on all the action than Sully's in the Valley. Located in the heart of Beaver, Ohio, Sully's is your go-to spot for delicious food, refreshing drinks, and a family-friendly atmosphere. Grab a bite before the game or celebrate big wins with family and friends after. Plus, enjoy mouth-watering pizzas, sandwiches, and Perry's ice cream. Swing by Sully's in the Valley today, where great food and great fans come together.
And back here at VA Memorial Stadium, and T-Fred, how about that score update we just got on Miller and White Oak?
5-5. Did he say the ninth?
Ninth inning over there at Logan High School. And before that, Green picked up a win, so Green will play the winner of whoever wins that close down to the wire extra innings contest. But whoever makes it through that's definitely going to have to earn it.
Jones, and Heiss here.
Hayden Jones coming up.
The bottom of the fifth.
So we at least know one person who will be playing here, well, one team will be playing here tomorrow. Bottom of the fifth inning, pitch to Hayden Jones, swung on and missed for strike one. No balls, one strike. Hayden Jones going up, then Colton Jones and Xavier Heiss. And the 0-1 coming in a moment from Murphy to Hayden Jones. And Jones swings on this one. And it is going to be 0-2, foul ball. That one goes back. So an 0-2 count here.
You know, Murphy's only got 3 walks, but 2 came in that one inning.
It's an 0-2 count right now at the plate to Jones. Pitch coming, strike 3. So Hayden Jones is out, and now comes Colton Jones. The pitcher, again, Hayden, the catcher of the 2 Jones boys for Waterford. This one definitely gone by quick already in the bottom of the 5th inning with 1 away. And the pitch coming to Jones. And that curveball is going to be a little off the mark. Ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 and fouled off. That one goes back. So a foul ball leads to an even 1-1 count here. Again, winner goes on tomorrow to take on Southeastern. That'll be at 5 p.m. tomorrow. Back here at VA Memorial Stadium for the winner of this one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Great place to watch some high school baseball. So if you have nothing better to do tomorrow or even this evening, still 2 more games after this, be sure to come out and check out what VA Memorial Stadium has to offer. And this one is going to roll through for a base hit. And Colton Jones, the pitcher, finds his way on first. So a base hit, a single for him, and that brings up Heiss.
That's Colton's 1 for 3 there, and then Heiss has struck out and walked.
Xavier Heiss, third baseman. 1 down for the Wildcats. So as Heiss gets ready to come back in here. Hope everybody has enjoyed these contests here this morning and afternoon on Total Media Sports YouTube. And this one is going to be fouled off. 0-1 count. Always fun and exciting to bring you these tournament series. And then tomorrow, again, regional championship, Wellston and Wheelersburg. The only game on the broadcast schedule tomorrow afternoon. Shot at State on the line there. And this one is going to be scooped up by Florence. Going to try to make the play over to Prine.
Good
and he's
call.
going to be out. Cannot slide in time, and Heiss is out. Close play at third.
Yes, it was.
And Heiss just not there in time, beat him to it. Good defensive play there. Good effort by Eastern.
You know, Hank, when you slide at first, you tend to slow down just a hair instead of running through the finish line like a sprinter. But I want to mention Murphy, when they got their 2 runs, he faced 6 batters in each of those 2 innings that he gave up a run.
And the offering, that is going to be called strike 1. Doak batting now. So 0-1 the count to Doak. 2 away. And the 0-1 offering to Mr. Doak is going to be ball 1. 1-1. Outside pitch there by Murphy. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bottom of the 5th inning. And calls time real quick. As looks like Edmiston is going up to the hill to regroup with Murphy here, Freddie.
Well, they got 2 outs, and Doak does have a hit to his credit, so he doesn't want to give up a hit here with 2 outs, so he's going to pitch him a little careful.
So regrouping here with a 1-1 pitch momentarily to Doak, and Murphy's pitch is going to be ball 2 outside again. 2 balls, 1 strike. Just noticed, looks like what, 3? I was going to say 3 hits out there for Waterford. Eastern Brown with none, and there's going to be another one.
That's what they were worried about.
And Doak is going to get on first play. Look at this. He's moving to second. And looks like a runner is going to score for Waterford as Jones makes it back. And it is going to be 3-0.
That was big.
An RBI there for the right fielder, Doak.
Brooker 0 for 2.
Brooker comes in. Time called here for a moment. I think they're picking up a couple loose balls.
That was a big hit.
So 3-0 now in the bottom of the 5th. 2 down. Adding on to this lead, multiple run lead for the Wildcats. And that was hit number 4 in the process. Pitch coming to Brooker is going to be ball 1.
Yeah, not a lot of hits, Hank, but timely hits.
The score reflects that. 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch coming from Murphy. And that's going to be ball 2. Brooker at the plate for Waterford. And the offering is going to be fouled off. 2-1. That one hits the roof. As you can probably tell by that loud thud you hear in the background. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. This is going to go towards right field. And it is going to be caught out there by Murphy, the other Murphy, for out number 3. So 3 down for the Wildcats, but not before they produce another run in the inning. They've got 4 accumulatively in this contest. And we played 5 full innings here at VA Memorial Stadium. The score, Waterford 3, Eastern Brown 0. And we'll be back in just a minute on Total Media Sports.
Batter up, Eagles fans. Baseball season is here, and there's no better place to catch up on all the action than Sully's in the Valley. Located in the heart of Beaver, Ohio, Sully's is your go-to spot for delicious food, refreshing drinks, and a family-friendly atmosphere. Grab a bite before the game or celebrate big wins with family and friends after. Plus, enjoy mouth-watering pizzas, sandwiches, and Perry's ice cream. Swing by Sully's in the Valley today, where great food and great fans come together.
You love the Big Red Machine. The Cincinnati Reds have a history of being competitive and zealous while maintaining the utmost professionalism. So should your lawyer. John Kirsten Clark is an aggressive and zealous attorney that is always looking out for the best interests of his clients while trying to secure a win. He has over 30 years experience and is licensed in all courts, state of Ohio, federal court, and even the U.S. Supreme Court. Whether your legal issue is domestic related or a criminal law issue, call John Clark Law Office today.
Back here at VA Memorial Stadium, a score update. That White Oak Miller game we're talking about was in 9 innings, is now going into 10 innings over at Logan High School. So not giving away there in that district semifinal. Shot at district title on the line, giving it their all over there in Logan. But T. Fred, we head into the top of the 6th inning, and it's all yours again with Eastern coming to bat.
Well, Eastern, no hit so far. No hitter for Mr. Jones. Almost forgot. Thank you.
Almost forgot our handy-dandy spot sheet.
Yes, sir. Got to have that. But Jones doing a great job pitching. I think I said Murphy, so I apologize. Anyway, here's the first hitter.
Colton Jones pitching. And 2 Joneses here, Hayden behind him catching.
Mm-hmm. And we're assuming they're brothers, but they're probably related some way.
I can only imagine.
There's a ground ball to second, and there's the first hit of the game. So I jinxed him.
Not going to be a no-hitter for Mr. Jones tonight.
McCarthy with the first hit of the game.
Today. That's one habit I don't think I'll ever be able to break, T. Fred. I'm so used to doing games in the evening.
I just got to think about it. Florence to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Ground out and a fly out. But that's the first hit, and we'll see how this plays out. Oh, they hit another good ball to deep right. Doak going over, and he got it. That was a good stroke, but Florence flies out to right for out number 1. Edmonston, he struck out both times looking. So he's due. Murphy at first. And Florence the hitter. 3-0 is your score. Waterford over Eastern Brown. Nice breaking ball. Boy, that thing breaks good. Strike 1. Pickoff move to first. Nothing. Everybody safe. Just keeping him honest over there.
It's a shout out 1 second. That is going to be called ball, but shout out to Eric Landrum over at the Chillicothe Gusmacker. Between games over there on, of course, through Total Media, the 740 Sports Show page that he has. Streaming over there. That's the Dream Court, right in the middle of Chillicothe.
Foul ball left.
1-2.
He's probably over there shooting some hoops, too, let it be known.
You think you could still dust it off and do that?
Oh, yeah.
Your rotator cuff.
I can still shoot. Yeah, I can still
I know
shoot.
you're dealing with your rotator cuff and a few other things.
Yeah, that don't bother my shooting, though.
Surprised you didn't enter the Gusmacker this year.
Nope, too old. I quit playing. I think the last time I played, I was 35, 32, somewhere in there.
1-2 the count.
There's a fly ball to center field. Over is Heiss making a play for out number 2. Yeah, I don't play defense anymore, Hank. I just shoot. I shoot and watch. First baseman prying up. And he popped up to third and got hit by a pitch. Boy, they could use a big, deep shot here. Get on the board. Nice breaking ball. Fouled it off.
Two down and 0-1 count.
Mm-hmm. Runner at first. Chopped foul down the third baseline. McCarthy with the only hit of the game for the Warriors. He stands at first. No balls, 2 strikes. The count. to Prine. Jones delivers, ground ball to third. Heiss, long throw across the diamond. He got him. 3-0 after 6 on Total Media Sports YouTube. Back in a minute.
Looking for your next vehicle? Time to bring in Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, your trusted dealership in Gallipolis, Ohio. Whether you're cruising the highways or tackling tough terrain, Braden has the perfect Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram for you. Visit us at 252 Upper River Road, Gallipolis, Ohio, or call 740-853-5668. Braden Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, driving Gallipolis forward.
Boost your brand with HT Marketing. Innovative strategies and creative solutions to elevate your business. HT Marketing. Let's grow together. Need fast, reliable service? Quick Stop Lube and Oil has you covered. From oil changes to tire services, we keep your vehicle running smoothly. Visit us today.
You're watching Gallia.
And we're watching tournament baseball here at the VA, and I goofed again. I don't know what I was thinking. It's the bottom of the 6th as Waterford comes to bat with Hansel, Potmeyer, and Mullenix. I got in too big a hurry wanting this game to get over with, Hank.
Oh, 3-0 to score, 6th inning. Anything can still happen. Of course, one whole inning to go, but you got Waterford getting ready to come up to bat, a 3-0 score, and we'll see what pitcher Murphy can do here for Eastern Brown. Seems like he's starting to find his footing again, so we'll see how he does heading into this. Who we got on deck?
Yeah, single runs in the 2nd, 3rd, and the 5th by Waterford, and that's why it's 3-0, 4 hits to 1 hit. But a few walks and a few errors by the Warriors of Eastern Brown have led to a couple runs out of the 3. As Hansel coming to the plate. Hansel was 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Eastern Brown down to their last 3 outs coming up here in the top of the 7th when Hank takes over. But for now, it'll be Waterford in the bottom of the 6th. And the first baseman steps in. And chopper to short, coming in to get it. Nice play, Florence. Over to Prine for out number 1. Potmeyer, the shortstop for Waterford. He has struck out and singled.
One down, and see our old buddy Corbin showing up down here. Corbin Wilbur. One away.
Might be giving somebody a break, maybe. There's a foul tip.
I believe he's reprieving the camera guy for the next 2 games. That's what he's doing. A lot of baseball here today.
You got it.
And we're only halfway through.
That's right.
Officially, wouldn't be halfway through until this one concludes, if you want to be technical.
Right.
Close to halfway through. I'd say about 45% of the way there.
Yep.
0-2.
Base hit to right. Mullenix coming to the plate. He is the designated hitter for Heiss, the other Heiss.
Mullenix next.
He is 0 for 1 with a walk. Pickoff move, nothing. There's the pitch, low. Ball 1. One out, one on. Ball high. Potmeyer at first, Mullenix the hitter. Waterford up 3-0 here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss. Two balls and a strike. Murphy trying to keep the score where it's at here as he stretches and delivers, and a high fastball swung at and missed. 2-2 the count. Murphy checks the runner. Here's the pitch. Pop foul back over the roof. Murphy stretches, kicks, delivers, breaking ball high, runner goes, and he's got second base. Didn't quite check him good enough. An alert base running move by Potmeyer. Full up on the count to Mullenix. There's the pitch. Ball 4.
And he's going to walk. I believe they're now in the 11th inning over in Logan T, Fred.
Nobody wants to lose that game, Hank.
No, let me. CSA played 11 over there.
Nothing wrong with that.
Letting down. I think the longest game I've ever seen at the high school level was, I believe I once saw one go to 14, maybe 15 innings. I don't even remember who played in that. That's most I've seen them stepping off the hill here for a moment.
Well, Coach gets out to chat with Mr. Murphy. He's done, and the hitter now is Johnson. I wondered what she's doing over there. I could see something going on with her phone.
Yes, got the score pulled up for that other game next to us. And got a live score update, so we'll keep posted on that, because that does have some implications for the VA tomorrow and for D7, which Southern in the 4th game and Southwestern are both a part of.
Yeah, he's showing bunt is Johnson, but he takes a high pitch for a ball. Yeah, it is. It's only whoever wins is going to be over here
tomorrow evening at VA Memorial Stadium. One over the count.
Murphy showing bunt again. He pops it up. Foul behind the plate. 1-1. As Johnson he's 0 for 2 today. Ground out, fly out, but he's trying to move the runners up with a sacrifice bunt as he gets the signal from third base coach. They're going to let him swing away. Ball. 2 balls and a strike. Murphy sets, pitches, foul back.
So it's 2-2.
2-2 the count, as Hank alluded to, and we got runners on first and second. 1 out here in the 6th, the bottom of the 6th, 3-0 Waterford. As Murphy kicks and deals. Chopped foul. Good baseball, good Saturday baseball all over the place here in southeastern Ohio. There's the pitch. Swing and a miss.
Got him there, 2-2. That's strike 3.
Yep.
So that's 2 down.
Out number 2.
And there's 3 more outs in the 11th inning, so that one's still continuing. There's some long games. That's
White Oak
Miller and White Oak.
Miller and White Oak.
They're now at 11 innings.
Well, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Jones with a couple Ks. Pops foul back, and he got on an error. 0 for 3. Excuse me, he walked. That was his brother. Got on an error. 2 Ks and a walk. And it's a ball. 1-1. Eastern Brown will be up here shortly, down to their last 3 outs as they trail 3-0. Waterford trying to add some insurance. And they may have it. Base hit the left.
There's another run.
Here he comes, and the left fielder booted it. There's a 1 run in. Here comes another one in, and that is costly. Another error, and that's going to cost them 2. So a single and an error moves Jones to second and allows 2 runs to score. That is their 4th error of the game. As Colton Jones steps in. With 2 outs, it's now 5-0, and it's not looking good for the Warriors.
2 away, but runner on second base.
There's the pitch. And there's another chink hit to right. He's going to try to score him. Here he comes. Here comes the throw, and not in time. And boy, oh boy, it's looking real good for the home team.
The dam is broke.
Yep. 3 runs in the inning, and that's going to be it for Murphy. 6-0 is your score. Your Skyline Chili call to the bullpen, courtesy of Cincinnati Reds baseball. Hopefully, Total Media won't get in trouble for me saying that.
For the Cincinnati Reds fans out there who
That's
are
right.
watching.
That's right. And they'll announce who's pitching.
See who it is, and I can't tell from up
I
here.
can't either. I forgot to look at the number.
You're talking to somebody with astigmatism, so warming us up, we'll see who's coming in his place to pitch.
Listen.
Lawrence.
Florence, the shortstop.
So shortstop is making his way over the hill to close this one out. Try and get themselves out of a jam here in the inning. Tell you what, while we have this pitching change, it's going to be a second. So what we're going to do is going to regroup here, and we'll be back in 30 seconds on Total Media Sports.
Looking for your next vehicle? Time to bring in Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, your trusted dealership in Gallipolis, Ohio. Whether you're cruising the highways or tackling tough terrain, Braden has the perfect Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram for you. Visit us at 252 Upper River Road, Gallipolis, Ohio, or call 740-853-5668. Braden Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, driving Gallipolis forward.
Back here at VA Memorial Stadium, 6-0 the score. T-Fred, throw it back to you in just a moment. And, well, pitching changes. Lawrence now pitching for the Eastern Warriors.
Yeah, Murphy just moved from pitcher to short. Florence from short to pitcher as we try to get this last out if you're an Eastern Brown fan.
Score update, White Oak has just won 6-5 in 11 innings. They walked it off. So we now know it's going to be White Oak versus Green here tomorrow. And we'll know after this.
Well, congrats to White Oak Wildcats and Chris Veit, the head coach. Ball 1. As to the plate is Xavier Hess, the third baseman. He's 0 for 3. There's the pitch. Chopper in the hole, and he's not now. That's a hit. Two runners at first and second with 2 out here. And Braun Doak, the right fielder. He is 2 for 2 with a sacrifice. Well, like you said, the dam's broken. And they just need to get out of this inning if you're Eastern Brown. 8 hits to 1. Here's the pitch. Watch out. Got him hit.
And that's going to be bases loaded for Waterford.
You said it, brother. Well, if they get a 10 spot in this inning, the game's going to end in this inning. We shall see. As Brooker the hitter, and the base is juiced. Ball 1. On the day, Brooker is 0 for 3. He's the second baseman. As Florence on the hill delivers, there's a strike. 1-1. 6-0 is your score.
Bases loaded. Ola Wildcats with 2 down.
Low. Ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. There's a chopper to third, foul. Well, if Mr. Brooker gets on, will have batted around in this inning, which means they will get back to the guy that started the inning, and that'd be the first baseman, Hansel. Two across the board, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And there's a base hit to center.
And
it's going to be 2 runs will score.
An RBI for Brooker.
2 RBIs for Mr. Brooker.
8-0.
Oh, crap.
This one's slipping away from Eastern Brown.
Yes, it is. First and second, 2 outs, and the man that led off the inning, Hansel, he led off the inning with a ground out to shortstop.
Another opportunity in the inning. And what's been the longest inning probably to date.
Yeah. Ball 1. As Eastern Brown. And the runners, well, that runner was gone anyway. A fly ball to center. That's going to end it. And out there, Riggs. Yes, Riggs made the play. And we go to the 7th. It is 8-0 Waterford.
Looking for your next vehicle? Time to bring in Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, your trusted dealership in Gallipolis, Ohio. Whether you're cruising the highways or tackling tough terrain, Braden has the perfect Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram for you. Visit us at 252 Upper River Road, Gallipolis, Ohio, or call 740-853-5668. Braden Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, driving Gallipolis forward.
Batter up, Eagles fans. Baseball season is here, and there's no better place to catch up on all the action than Sully's in the Valley. Located in the heart of Beaver, Ohio, Sully's is your go-to spot for delicious food, refreshing drinks, and a family-friendly atmosphere. Grab a bite before the game or celebrate big wins with family and friends after. Plus, enjoy mouth-watering pizzas, sandwiches, and Perry's ice cream. Swing by Sully's in the Valley today, where great food and great fans come together.
And back here at VA Memorial Stadium, 8-0 is the score after a rough inning defensively for Eastern Brown. And the Warriors coming to bat. The Wildcats broke the dam, as we said, and now a big lead and only 3 outs away from a district championship tomorrow against the Southeastern Panthers.
Murphy, Vance, and Riggs here for the Warriors.
So Mr. Murphy comes up.
A one-hitter, I might add, by Colton Jones. And that didn't come until the 6th inning.
So Murphy coming to bat. I believe they said this one's name is Bryce Murphy. Pitch coming, and this is going to be a base hit right out of the starting gate. And he's going to make his way to first base. One pitch, one swing. And Murphy on first.
Vance coming up.
Top of the 7th inning. And all it's going to take for Waterford is 3 outs. Braxton Vance is next. And the pitch. That is going to be ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes account here. This one is going to be scooped up by Heist to complete the play over to second and maybe make a double play. And I think he is going to be safe at first base. So 1 down, but not able to complete the double play. Is caught Hansel off the bag, but in that throw, connection from Brooker to Hansel just wasn't quite enough.
Riggs, the hitter.
So 1 downward to the center fielder, Riggs. 1 away in 7th inning here at VA Memorial Stadium. After this, Huntington and Eastern Megs. That's next on the lineup. Ball 1. Rick Ash, Brian Allen will have that one. Also, they'll have Southern and South Webster. 2 back-to-back games. I believe Rick's doing the play-by-play for the first one, Brian for the second. And the 1-0 coming from Jones, and that is going to be ball 2. Leaves a 2-0 count here. Eastern cumulatively only has 2 hits and a swing and a miss. Strike 1. So there's a 2-1 count. Is the pitch coming from Jones, and this one is going to be fouled back. Even 2-2 count. Sun still shining here. Beautiful day. And nothing bad in sight. So just soaking this one all in. We haven't had many days like this in the last month or so. And this is going to be ball 3. So the count is full. Again, we know, of course, tomorrow the winner of this versus Southeastern, also Green and White Oak. And this is going to go back towards right field, and it is going to be caught by Doak, 1 out away.
Dotson coming up.
Dotson coming to bat. Dotson, the second baseman. Now let's see if Jones can close out on Mr. Dotson. This is going to be played over there by Pittenger and the Hansel, and there's the game. And that is out number 3, and the final score, Waterford 8, Eastern Brown nothing. So we now know tomorrow night, Southeastern and Waterford at VA Memorial Stadium. Also Green and White Oak. So we're going to have a warm-up between these 2 games, and that's going to do it here for us this evening. So what we're going to do is we're just going to quickly sign off here for Julian Villarreal, our stream operator, for T. Fred to my left, and for Josh Schmidt. Stay tuned. 2 separate streams coming your way, Eastern Megs and Huntington and Southern and South Webster. But for now, this is Hayden Milligan saying so long, everybody, and God bless.